Hello and welcome to Breezy Chatter. Today I'm going to be talking about the bold and the beautiful. But first and foremost, thank you to those who have subscribed to my channel, and let's get started. So it looks like Hope has been checking out Thomas. So does that mean that Liam had a point to what he was saying about Thomas using Douglas to try to create a ready-made family at the Forrester Mansion with him, Hope, Beth, and Douglas? And can we really blame Thomas for everything that's taken place in the past week? You guys let me know in the comments as we discuss some of the information that we've gathered in the past week. So it turns out that Hope has been taking Beth over to the Forrester Mansion and spending nights there with Thomas and Douglas, just so that she could be close to Douglas. Now, can Hope's decision to spend nights at the Forrester Mansion be blamed on Thomas? And as we watch Liam and Brooke talk about how they don't trust Thomas and they feel that Hope is in danger, we've been watching Hope defend Thomas, talk about how dedicated he is as a father to Douglas, and also we've watched her checking him out. There was a scene where Thomas spilled some coffee on his shirt. So he starts taking off the shirt, and while he's undoing the buttons, Hope enters the room. And she knew that he had spilled coffee because she heard him talking to himself. And instead of her leaving or saying, "Thomas, I'd like to talk to you when you get a moment, I'll come back," she stays in there and watches him change. And although she tries to pretend that she's not looking, but every time his back is turned, she's checking him out. So what is going on with Hope? And why is she spending nights with Beth at the Forrester Mansion? I could understand that she's having dinner there. She brings Beth over for play dates with Douglas. But spending the night? I think that's quite unnecessary. And I don't think that's something that can be blamed on Thomas. Now we know Ridge has made a rash decision. He's decided that he's going to chase Taylor around Aspen in hopes of getting her to be with him because he's done with Brooke. And all because he believes that Brooke lied to him. And we all know that at some point, the truth is going to come out. We're going to find out who orchestrated that phone call and who implicated Brooke as the person who called CPS on Thomas. More and more, I'm thinking it's Thomas, but I don't know. Who knows who it is? We'll have to wait and see how this unfolds. A part of me is still hoping that it's not him, but I just think it is because the writers seem to get a kick out of labeling Thomas as unstable. So it wouldn't surprise me if it turns out that Thomas is the person who called CPS on himself. And according to some spoilers, Donna is going to be the one to find out what really happened. And we can expect a heated exchange between Thomas and Donna. And while Thomas's trickery, if it was indeed Thomas, may have worked for the short term because we do have Ridge chasing after Taylor, who has said she's had enough. She's tired of Ridge. She's tired of him running to her when Brooke has done something wrong. And she called him out on all of these things. She said she wants to be chosen. She wants to be the first choice. She doesn't want to be a consolation prize. And Ridge has done everything to try to convince her that that's not the case and she's the one for him and yada, yada, yada. I think she knows in the back of her mind that there's a chance that she will be left out in the cold once again. And we have Brooke very anxious to get to Aspen because she knows that that is where Ridge has gone. And she knows that Taylor and Steffi are there. So she's on a jet and she's on her way there to find out what is going on. She's starting to believe that whatever Steffi and Thomas have cooked up, it's starting to work and that he does truly have feelings for Taylor and she may be losing him. So she's in a rush to get there. And we all know when she gets there, she's either going to overhear something that she's not going to like or she's going to see something that she's not going to like. One thing I can say about Brooke is when Ridge does step out on her, she's quite forgiving. She's very quick to forgive him, and that's because she knows that she's no saint. Rumors also say that something is going to happen to Brooke. She may have some sort of accident. I don't know how true that is. We'll have to wait and see what unfolds. But how many people think that Ridge just leaving and going to Aspen without telling Brooke that he's done was in poor taste. And how many people think that Hope is starting to have real feelings for Thomas? And a part of me thinks that she's always had feelings for Thomas, whether she wanted to admit it outright or not. She's always been playing around with him and enjoying how much admiration he has for her. And how many people think that Brooke and Liam are spending way too much time together? This week was quite interesting, and I'm so looking forward to seeing what happens next. That is my commentary, and if you liked it, hit like, subscribe, and leave comments. Thank you for your time. Until next time, ta-ta.